Suswagate. Jnana Yoga. It is not merely acquiring knowledge, but it is a process of transformation. Use the power of discrimination to change ourselves, to grow to the greater heights. In Raj Yoga, we use the willpower to change. In Bhakti Yoga, we use our emotions to change. In Karma Yoga, we convert every action into a yoga. Jnana Yoga is very similar to modern science. It is based on questioning. Question. If you don't ask questions, you are not a good student. Everything is based on questioning, and depending on the type of question, you will be graded. There is nothing like a primary school, or if you want to start with primary school, go to the middle school, go to the high school, like this. In the Guru Shishya system, in the Gurukula system, when the students come, they will judge depending on the type of questions they ask. And they may be graded to be put in middle school, or some people may be even high school. So, the questions that you ask shows the level to which you belong. There is a student who comes and asks, "Sir, I want to know the prana. From where does the prana come? Kutayesha prano jayate. And how does it come and control all parts of the body? Katham vakyam avidhatte, katham adhyatma vidi." So please let me know whether prana, which controls all functions in the body, is the ultimate, or is there something even higher than prana? That's the question. So the teacher is very happy. Wonderful. What a wonderful question you are asking. First of all, people do not know there is something like prana apart from the body. They think that everything is only body. But now you have understood there is something prana which is even beyond the body. Now we are asking whether prana is the ultimate. Is there something even beyond prana? Ati prashnan pruchasi, brahmishtosi, tasmateham brahmimi. So you are asking question, most fundamental question. Therefore, you are in the PhD level. Brahmishta. I am going to answer. Young man, young student. So this is how Jnana Yoga is brought forth through the Jnana. So what is the methodology that is used? Same as in modern science. In modern science, what you do, you make a hypothesis and you want to test the hypothesis. So you design an experiment, conduct the experiment, observe the changes, and do that again and again. Repeatedly you do that, and do it in different places at different times. And if you get the same result, then you conclude yes. They are called multi-center trials, repeated trials. Then yes, it's established. Same method. Jnana Yoga starts with Shravana. Shravana means understanding the hypothesis. You hear or read a book or watch a video, or some teacher comes and tells you, then you start questioning. That is manana. Hey, what is challenge? Whether really true? So you ask questions to the teacher. And it looks okay, maybe. But then the teacher will say, okay, do experiment, nididhyasana. And in nididhyasana, you do the experiment. In modern science, you have an external lab. Go to the lab and do. Here, we have an internal lab. You have the mind, which is flexible entity, which can be akin to the experimentation. And you do the experiment again and again, go deeper and deeper, several times, and in different places you go on doing that. And if you get the same result each time, then it is the inference, that is the jnana. So nididhyasana leads to jnana. So what is the hypothesis? It tells you are not this body. You are that infinite Brahman. It's called Atman. It's called Paramatman. It's called Brahman. It is infinite. Arjuna, you are thinking you are only the body, but you are not just the body. You are that infinite. Then, how is it possible? I can see, what is the proof, sir? What is the proof that there is, I am that infinite, I am not this body only? So I said, go and do the tapas. How to do the tapas, how to do the experiment, the professor has to tell him. So the teacher says, see, there is something within you, because of which you are born. It's the same thing that sustains you in your life. And when you die, you go back to the same thing. Srishti Sthiti Laya occurs. And that entity is called Brahman. Find out. He gives a hint. Yato vājimāni bhūtāni jāyante yena jātāni jīvanti yat prayanti abhisamvishanti tad vijignāsasva tad brahmeti. What is that? What is that? What is that? He goes on thinking and thinking, what is it I am made of? And what is it that sustains me? And I also go to the same thing. What is that? What is that? Suddenly one day he gets a splash. I got him. Jumping with joy. But he says, Ahamannam. I am nothing but matter. I am nothing but anna. I am nothing but the matter principle. Why? Look at the body. What it's made of? All matter. Anna. What is it that sustains me? Food I eat, again the anna. When I die, what happens to? All this goes back to the matter. Again it becomes anna. So he is very happy. Comes to the teacher. What do you say, sir? The teacher says, good, my dear boy, wonderful. But you have to go further. Then he goes, again start doing the experiment, deeper experiment. He thinks of two persons lying down, and one is doing nice shavasana. Another person is dead. He got a massive heart attack and he had died. What is the difference between the two? Prano brahmeti vijnana. Here there is prana, there is no prana. So I may have matter. Matter is common, but something missing. What is missing? Prana. Prano brahmeti vijnana. Again the teacher says, go further. Deeper experiment. Then he thinks of a person who had a big accident. He got head injury and he underwent surgery, completely unconscious, lying down. 1 month over, 2 months over, 3 months over, he is not coming back. What is happening? The body is there, the prana is there, but something missing. What is it? Mano brahmeti vijnana. Mind. You know, mind your mind, as they say. So this time he is almost sure, yeah, my teacher will approve. But the teacher says, no, go further. Find out from where the mind gets controlled. Then he thinks of a person who is admitted to the Nimhans. He has become mad. He is a neurotic. So what's happening? He has the body, he has the prana, you got the mind, no control of the mind. So it says in the controller of the mind, Vijnanam Brahmahiti Vijanam. The buddhi, the discrimination power, the controller of the mind is what I am. And this time the teacher says, find out from where that controller of the mind comes. What is that source from where all thoughts emerge? Find out the source from where the complete power of discrimination, power of intellect, power of buddhi, the power of discrimination, power of controlling the mind that comes. Find out. So now he goes and sits in meditation. This time it's a long journey. Months over, probably years over, because his mind is always thinking and thinking and thinking, and is unable to find out from where it is coming, because it gets lost. This is what happens in meditation. You tell your mind, come on, sit down, be quiet, it doesn't hear you. Goes on thinking and thinking and thinking. Initially, it will be random mind. Then you concentrate, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, all that concentration. Then some creative mind start coming up. Oh, it may be this, it may be this, it may be this. All in the level of thinking. All that has to be purified. And after maybe a few years, he gets a wonderful flash. And what is that? Full of Ananda, bliss. Anando Brahmahiti Vajana. He understood that I am Ananda, the control of the mind, control of the thing, his intellect, and that arises from that silence inside. It's an all-pervasive silence. It's an infinite silence. And from there it comes. And what is that silence? It's peace, calmness. That's called bliss. And from there the whole thing comes. So, he understood. He stayed in that. And the teacher went on searching, where is my student? Where is my son? Varna, searching Bhrigu. There he sees that Bhrigu is sitting in the deep meditation. Samadhi. That's the Gnana Sthiti. He has understood I am not just body, I am not that prana, I am not that just mind, I am not just buddhi, I am that silence, Ananda. He understood. So he stayed. Why did he not go back to the teacher again? Because all his questions had gone. No? Because your questions can be there as long as you have the intellect. But when you transcend the intellect, when you go beyond the intellect, how can there be questions? Supposing you are in deep sleep, can you have questions? So he did not have questions. Vidyate hrude granti chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drushte paravare. So when you get to that state, all your questions will vanish and you are in the state of silence. So that is the jnana you get. Ramana Maharshi is a young lad. He started doing that. One day suddenly, hardly in 3rd or 4th class, and he came home, suddenly he found that his body is lying down and he is losing control. He gets as if he is paralyzed. Legs he could not move. Then hands he could not move. And one by all parts of the body he could not move at all. Then, what about the breathing? Breathing went on, slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Then the mind started stopping and no thoughts. But he was still aware. He was aware of the body, he was aware of the prana, he was aware of the mind, he was aware of the intellect. And that's the revelation he got. That's the gnana, a flash. Then he understood. I am not just this body, not just this prana, the mind, the emotion, or the intellect. I am something different. I am the total silence. Then, very, very happy thing, very blissful thing. So, he left home, went into a village in a place almost like a gufa. He sat there. He went on tuning himself to that inner silence, inner peace. Months passed, years rolled. He was there, and probably an anthill was growing like Valmika, and he was staying there, tuning himself. All purification takes place. And it becomes the Jivan Mukta, called this Sthita Prajna. What is that state of Sthita Prajna? An establishment in that realization. Jnana is a realization. He is realized that I am not just this body. And that realization gets stabilized. Then it's called Sthita Prajna, also known as the Jivan Mukta. Arjuna asked Krishna, hey, who is that Sthita Prajna? How does he act? How does he talk? How does he move? Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava chidadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita brajeta kum. Second chapter, Bhagavad Gita. And when he asked the question, Krishna looks at him and tells, okay, this shloka you must all remember. So therefore he repeats, Prajahati yada kaman Sarvan partha manogatan Atmanyevatmana tushtaha Sthita prajnastadotyate. What is the meaning? Tada Sthita prajnaha iti uchyate. Then he is called as the Sthita prajna. When the first condition, Manogatan sarvan kaman yada prajahati. When all the thoughts in his mind, when all the desires in his mind completely gets obliterated, that means no thoughts. In that deep silence, the deep peace. How long? As long as he wants. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 hour, 5 hours, 1 day, 10 days, 1 year, 10 years. Yes, he can stay in that silence. That is the condition he is. Then the second, Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. He is completely blissful unto himself. He doesn't depend on an external thing for his happiness. Because he has understood that happiness is an inner state of peace and silence. Therefore, when he stays there, he is full of happiness. Not only what we all want, I want nice food, I want nice house, comfortable house, and a beautiful place, and I should have good friends, maybe good wife, and good children, and good husband, and good money. We want all these things to be happy. Whereas Sthita Prajna, whether it is there, it's fine. If it is not there, it's very fine. I have nothing whatsoever, still I am fine. I am very, very happy. Because it is not the object-dependent happiness, but object-independent happiness. He is happy unto himself. Atmani eva atmanatushtaha. That is the state. So whether it is in a palace, whether it is in a very rich place, where all comforts and every sense pleasures are there, or where he is having nothing whatsoever, absolutely zero, is equally fine. So, Shuka, the son of Vyasa, got to that state. So, Vyasa Maharshi told Shuka, you have achieved, you have realized, you have come into that state of the prajna. But Shuka is a little doubtful. Oh, after all, it's my father, maybe he is trying to please me. Knowing this, his father Vyasa sends him to Janak Maharshi. Okay, go and meet Janak Maharaj. Janak Maharaj knows that now he is coming. So he wants to test him. So he gives order to the security. When Shuka comes, you tell to wait. And you tell that the king is very busy and he will come. And Shuka is sitting there. All day he is sitting, and how is he sitting? Completely in that Ananda sthiti. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whole day. If he had a little bit of ego, then he would have cursed. Because I am such a great person, great Mahashya, great Nani, and this fellow Janak Maharaj is trying to make me wait so long. He would have become angry. But nothing, he is completely happy to himself. 2 days over, 3 days over, 7 days. And he is sitting nicely, calmly, quietly, nicely. Then the Janak Maharaj comes. He is a great actor. Oh dear, I am so sorry, I got stuck with that, I made you wait for 7 days. I am so sorry, so sorry, so sorry, come on, let's go. And now he puts him into the palatial place, please rest now. And all types of sense pleasures, very nice food, and wonderful music, dance, drama, apsaras, and everybody trying to serve him. And how was he? He was just sitting in a corner. Just like he was sitting there in the waiting hall, he is now sitting here. In spite of all the sense pleasures and everything, he is unto himself. Why? Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. He had reached that state. Yes, completely happy unto himself. Whether all sense pleasures are there, then nothing is there. He is equally happy. So that Maharaja comes and says, you have passed 2 tests, therefore I declare that you are a Gnani. Then Shri Maharaj says, sir, after all I am a mendicant, I am a parivrajika, I have no responsibility. Whereas you are in the height of the responsibility. You are an emperor. Every day you have so many problems. Morning till night, morning light, so many problems will come and hit you. There is fighting situation, this happens, that happens, that happens. How do you maintain that Jnana Sthiti? And he says, okay, come here. He gives a oil wick and the lighted wick. He says, take this wick and go around the palace. Condition is, the wick, the flame should not be extinguished. That's the condition. Okay? Okay. Goes on looking at it, goes around the palace. Make sure that the light is not extinguished, comes back. Janaka says, very good, good. But what did you see there? Did you see something happening there? No, sir. Right? All the time my attention was only here, not to make the flame get extinguished. Now he says, you must see that the flame doesn't get extinguished, and you must know all the activities going on there. Every activity. Oh, how he does? Look that. Goes round. One part of his mind is continuously see that the flame doesn't get extinguished, and his other mind goes on seeing all the activity. This is the 2-layer of Jnana Sthiti inside, outside this. Janaka says, this is what I do. Inside the inner layer of the mind, subtler layer of the mind, the deeper layer of the mind is always in the Jnana Sthiti, Ananda Sthiti, in the state of peace, silence. And outside activities go on. Activity, what activity? There is no activity, I am silent. So this is the Sthita Prajna. Where he is in activity or non-activity, completely satisfied unto himself. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. Then it is called a Sthita Prajna. So this is the test that we have to do. A lot of people come to Arogyadham. Here is a very nice place, peaceful place, and tranquility, and no responsibility of doing anything, and no demanding situation. Therefore they all get well, and wonderful results start coming up, develop. But they always have a doubt, what is going to happen to me when I return home? The same problem, same demanding situation, same brickbats, and problem, and rushing and running in this stressful condition. What is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to me? No? So this is the lesson that we have to learn. What we have to do, we must learn the art of working stress-free. You must learn that secret of keeping your inner mind in the deep silence and doing activities. This is the key essence of Karma Yoga. This is the key essence of Jnana Yoga. And attune to the Jnana Sthiti, do activities. That is the dimension of what is called as the Sthita Prajna dimension. So that's the goal. Then from there you go to the higher and higher heights. Then you start becoming something like Hanuman. And what is the speciality? You start understanding and fathoming the laws of the higher dimension. Laws of Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. And you start getting all those powers. Your bliss start increasing more and more. 100 times, 1,000 times, crores times. And your freedom increases, power increases, knowledge increases. And you are in tune with the laws of the higher states of consciousness. So you get all those powers called as the Siddhis. What Hanuman had, Anima, Mahima, Garima, Prakamya, everything he had. He can make himself a very small person like this. Or he can make huge like a mountain. Anima and the Mahima. Become very full of weight, nobody can move him. Or make very light, like a feather. And he can vanish, or he can come. All those powers. These are the laws of the higher portions. These are the advanced Jnana Yoga, in which you get all those siddhis. Ramana Maharshi did not have this, or many others did not have this thing, because they are at this Sthita Prajna level. Then you have a higher level. In the schematic you see, that's called advanced Jnana Yoga. Then Agastya had. Agastya had such power. He can drink the whole ocean himself. Shankaracharya had that. So mother had told, I will allow you to take sannyasa, but whenever I call, you should be able to come back. Shankaracharya says, okay. Now his mother is in a deathbed. Shankara, he calls. Shankara was far away, maybe in Himalayas. But he hears that and simply he comes back. Just like Hanuman went to Himalayas, bring this thing, So that is the power. Santa Gnanadev from Maharashtra, he had that power. Changaladeva was a great Hatha Yoga master, a tantric. He had controlled even a lion, he was able to do that. And he had heard this. And he wanted to see. And full of pride and ego, he is coming. Raiding a lion is coming there. There, Santa Gnanadev and his sister are sitting there on the compound wall. You can understand how egoistic he has become. Many times this happens, when they get a little siddhi, they get very, very egoistic, arrogant. So he wants to show him. So when he is coming there, Gnanadev is sitting on a compound wall, the whole compound wall starts moving towards him. Changaladeva is floored. He becomes a great disciple. How Gnanadev got into that level? He was able to make the buffalo sing the Vedas. That was the power. It's all the higher dimension of Jnana Yoga. We have such great masters in our country, came again and again. Swaminarayan from Gujarat, Shankaracharya from Kerala, Sant Gnanadev from Maharashtra, Yukteswara Lahari Maharshi from West Bengal, the Ardhamarak Siddhas from Tamil Nadu, and Hatha Yoga, great Hatha Yoga masters, many, hundreds of them. And Kashmir, we have Kashmiri Shaivism, the great Kashmiri Shaivism masters. And Punjab, we had Guru Nanak. And Guru Nanak had those powers. I was recently in Ladakh. Then I went to see a place. Then they told, many years back during Guru Nanak's time, there's a big Brahmarakshas house was there. And he used to kill everybody, very powerful. And everybody asked Guru Nanak, please help us, otherwise he will completely smash everybody. So he was going there towards that. And Brahmarakshasa knew that Guru Nanak is coming, I can finish him. So Guru Nanak go there, and then he was sitting in a deep meditation. So So what this Brahmarakshasa does, he is sitting there, I finish in no time. He takes a huge, rock, which is almost about 30 feet big, and he lifts such his power, and just throws him, so that he will be smashed in no time. But the miracle occurred. What happened? Just came down as a wax, and nothing happened to him. Brahmarakshasa was floored. These are the powers, called the higher advanced Jnana, full of powers. Such is the greatness of our country, such great masters who excelled and went into the highest stages of the Jnana Yoga and others. And this is called the advanced Jnana Yoga dimension. Kartum, akartum, anitha kartum, shaktaha bhavati saha. That's what he said. And finally, how does they leave the body? Just come out of the body and merge with the totality. Ichha maranatva. And that is the whole journey. So what we have to do? We have to start doing our investigation inside. Starts with Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Every day must sit in meditation. Find out from where the thoughts are coming. Go on investigating. And the mind is wandering. The mind doesn't come under the control. Start up every day 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, gradually build up a capacity. If you are trying to sit quiet, the mind is wandering. Therefore, you want to talk to somebody else and you want to do something. No, sit quietly. Tell your mind. And make the mind get habituated to sit quietly, calmly. And allow the mind to do that. That's how the Nididhyasana starts. Find out from where those thoughts arise. It's an intense search. That's the region. If you do that, then you get the answer. Let us do that now. Just a few minutes. Sit with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. If you slow down the breath, the mind also slows down. It becomes easier. Now look at the mind. Thoughts are coming, thoughts are going. Don't worry what type of thoughts come. Thoughts are thoughts. Good thought, bad thought, faster thought, slower thought, whatever. Slow down the thoughts and recognize the gap between two thoughts. One thought comes and vanishes. Another thought comes, vanishes. What is in between the two thoughts? There is no thought condition, it is silence. So can you recognize thoughts, silence, thought, silence, thought, silence. Then you go one step further. Understand that silence was there, is there, will be there, in which the thoughts come and go. Just like clouds in the sky. Thoughts in Chitta Akasha. Mental space, mental sky, in which the thoughts come and go. But silence is everywhere. It's inside, it's outside, it's spread everywhere. Just like the sky, just like space in the physical world is everywhere. and it's beyond time. It was there, it is now, and it will be in the future also. Same thing, Chittakasha. At the mind level, that infinite silence, infinite awareness. That is the peace, that is the bliss, Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha ever existing, in which the thoughts come and go, come and go. Tune to the Anandamaya Kosha, full of bliss. And we have to retain that silence throughout the day, that blissful awareness, Ananda Sthiti throughout the day. Come to Namaskara Mudra.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.